Hi friends! Okay, I'm really nervous because there are two people here. So I'm really pushing my social anxiety limits, okay? Welcome to my first YouTube video that I do once every 2 years as my debut to YouTube, but we're gonna stick with it this time, okay? I promise. Sort of. But I wanted to talk about, we're having a yap session today. I really wanted to talk about, like, the art of dilly dallying, I guess. But literally, like, it's really hard to film content in public sometimes when there's so many people and you're nervous to talk around people, but it's okay, we're gonna get through it. But I wanted to talk about, like, seasonal depression and, like, how to combat that, or at least how I've been combating it and how I plan to keep combating it in the future. I'm literally getting a sweat stash. It's hot. But basically, like, I experience seasonal depression, but, like, not in the most convenient way. I get that little blip in, like, the winter, fall, but also, like, right when summer's starting, or right when it, like, these few months right before summer, my mood plummets. And I know, like, you're getting your vitamin D and you can be outside and, like, it makes you feel better, but I think it comes from, like, the anxiety of the summer. Like, the spring to the summer is, like, super transformative, I guess you can say. And alright, I'm gonna get better at this, I promise. But these months for me are super, like, transformative, and that, like, I'm like, oh, it's nice outside, like, everybody's outside, everybody's doing something, I should do something. And then I start to go in, like, this spiral of, like, oh, what should I do? What should I focus on? Should I focus on content? Should I focus on hanging out with friends? Should I focus on, like, continuing my education, or, like, you know, retaining my education? And I get really overwhelmed by all that, and I don't find, like, a sense of balance within all those topics. So I just end up bed rotting instead. Even the simplest thing of, like, going outside and taking a walk, I stay inside and I just think about going to take a walk. And, like, the process of it instead of just getting up and doing it. Which is, like, stupid, and it defeats the whole purpose of just doing something. And that's kind of the reason why I made this YouTube channel over again, or started my YouTube journey over again. Sorry I'm sniffling so much. Allergy season is eating my butt. But, like, this morning I just woke up and I was like, you know what? Let me just make a cute little banner, make the channel that I say I'm gonna keep making and I don't. And let me just go on a walk today and talk and post something. And that's the only, like, requirement I gave myself. I, like, whenever it goes into, like, making content, I think about, like, okay, over the next few months, what's all the content I'm gonna make? What's all the places I'm gonna go? How am I gonna film it? How am I gonna post it? Like, I try my hardest to think about every aspect of the activity instead of just doing the activity and seeing where it goes. And that's not really good because it sends you into a spiral. It makes you overthink. It gives you anxiety, and it prevents you from doing what you wanted to do. So I was like, okay, this is all I'm gonna do this morning. I'm gonna make my channel, put on my outfit, go to where I gotta go, and shoot this video. And thinking about, like, giving yourself very simple steps towards the activity you want to do, and not holding the highest of expectations for yourself, is really helpful. Like, of course you want to hold yourself to high expectations and you want the best for yourself, but for people at least that have anxiety or deal with, like, overthinking, sometimes holding yourself to the highest expectation is what is setting you back. And I hope I'm saying that in a good way. I hope that doesn't sound bad, but just like, don't, I'm trying to think of a good way to say it. Like, don't put too much on your plate, because it's kind of self-sabotaging yourself. Rude. And I'm only speaking from like my experience and what I feel like applies to me, but please take it if it applies to you. But I always put too much on my plate and I can't handle it. So I'm trying to like learn for myself how to put enough on my plate, give myself enough steps and activities that I know I can do. And that way I don't feel like this sense of like doom if I don't get it all done. So, I want to say the art of dilly-dallying, because I feel like it kind of is an art, or I like to call it an art because it can be fun and creative and it doesn't have to be perfect. Like, dilly-dallying to me is literally like, it sounds so dumb, but it works when you say dumb phrases or words to yourself to help like do what you want to do. But like just going to take a walk or stretching or just sitting outside and tanning or reading a book or listening to music or coloring or little things that just help you get out of bed rotting. My plan of like how I'm going to be more productive is by one, just giving myself simple things to do, simple activities, simple tasks to just at least prevent myself from rotting in bed and watching the YouTube videos and the TikTok videos of how to stop rotting in bed and doing nothing. And then when it comes to like being creative and creating content, that's a whole nother like beast in itself. But I feel like taking the same approach to just doing your simple self-care activities is a good way to start. For example, like me now filming this video, it's not going to be the most perfect video, and I'm definitely anxious right now doing it, but those are things that I know, and things that I know are in my control, and I'm not going to put too much pressure on it to the point that it makes me not want to do it. So like my plans on like how I want to continue creating content, is just to give myself goals. Like I do want to try posting 3 times a day. I've been keeping up with it sometimes, not all the time because it is hard, because life, you know. But one, setting goals, trying to post 3 times a day or as many times a day as I can. If I have an idea about a video, if it's like a simple one at least, I just get up and post it, even if my hair's not done, or I don't look the best, or I don't have the best background, or if I don't have the best setup. Like right now I'm using this little mini tripod and I'm just sitting in a nice public background, you know? But yeah, if I have a small, easy video idea, just do it. No matter like the circumstance or like what it's gonna look like. Sorry, people passing by. I did these little curls. I don't know how they look right now because I can't see without my glasses, but I hope they're cute and they don't look crazy. Yeah, I don't remember what point I'm on, but whatever. Yeah, just get up and just do the content, even if it's like a cute, pretty little, I don't know how I did this, a cute, pretty like thirst trap of you. Post a thirst trap. At least it's content. At least there's some type of thought behind it, and maybe it'll get you views. Who knows? But another like important thing is like stop making content for the social media platform. Make content for yourself, especially if you're like a content creator that's just starting out and just trying to figure out what your niche is or like how you like to post content for yourself. Post what you want to do, post what you want to see, because one, it's authentic, and people like authenticity the most, and it's more comforting than to do content that you think everybody on whatever platform is gonna want to see. Yeah, I stopped trying so hard to make content for other people or for the views or for what's trending, and I just want to make content for myself. And if people like that, and then they'll like it and they will gravitate towards whatever I post, and that's how I will gain my audience. Yeah, that was another big standard I held myself up to, is like, oh my god, I have to make what's trending right now. If I miss this trend, you know, I'm not gonna make good content, or my content's not gonna be good, or nobody's gonna subscribe or follow me. But it's like, why would I? It's so dumb, because that just stressed me out, and then I ended up not making content. Like my last YouTube channel that I really thought was gonna stay consistent with, I did not, because one, I was busy all the time, and I was stressing myself out with the thought of like, oh my god, I have to make like very coordinated, very trending content, and it was exhausting to do that, and to like just have that on my mind all the time. Because it's not what I really wanted to make. It was not like, there was no passion behind it, not much care behind it, so I was just doing it out of like validation, I guess, and not authenticity and comfortability. I realize I'm talking more about content creating than dilly dallying, but I don't care. What should I say next? Okay, well, jumping on a different topic, I guess, or back to the point that I was gonna try to make for this video. And less about content, because that's another whole thing. I feel like this generation is so saturated in like media and I guess media, yeah. This generation is so concentrated in the media industry that it makes people feel like, and when I say people, I do mean me, but like I've noticed people feel like I feel like the media industry as a whole makes our generation feel like we have to be very performative in everything that we do, even when it comes to the simple task of just being home and like relaxing or taking care of ourselves. Like, we have to have the cutest room, we have to watch the TV or shows that are most popular, we have to make super cute matcha drinks or coffees, or we have to buy the EOS and Tree Hut scrubs to have a really nice self-care day. But we don't need any of that. Of course, all that is nice, and like if you want that for yourself, to have a good self-care day or have a nice relaxing day, well, of course do that. But like, it's not a necessity. Like, if your room is clean, great. If you're watching a show that comforts you, great. If you want to make yourself a really crappy coffee, great. If your self-care everything shower just includes washing your face with a bar of soap and making sure you smell nice, that is great. And that is all like you need for self-care. As long as you're happy and healthy, then that's fine. And that's something that I'm learning to take myself out of. Like when I have like my self-care days, like if I just want to chill at home and make sure my room is clean and all I can do is wash my hair, then that's what I'm gonna do. When I was in college, especially, sorry, there's a bee and I want to make sure it doesn't bite me. Oh my god. Okay, it flew away. When I was in college, especially, I used to go to Target almost every day to get like all my self-care things to feel like, okay, now I can go home and like have my relaxing routine. And of course that's fun. But one, it breaks the bank. And two, like it's not always like that's not always a possibility, because one, it breaks the bank, and I just have better things to think about. Like I just don't want to think about like anything sometimes that has to do with materialism or like what's on trend or what's popular. It's annoying sometimes, a lot of times. So yeah, basically the whole point that I'm trying to talk about is that like sometimes it's okay to do the bare minimum for yourself. And I think that this like I guess it's ironic, but trend of like take yourself out to dilly dally is very helpful, and it's very like comforting to know that like it's okay if you can just do the bare minimum for yourself, as long as it's making you happy or healthy, then that's fine. So I guess my closing is that take yourself on a walk, take yourself to sit on the grass, take yourself to sit on your fire escape, or just eat a bowl of fruit, or just take a shower, or just walk down the street to look at the trees, or take a bus ride to a really nice view, and color in your coloring book. But start doing things for yourself that don't require any performative action, or don't require you to think about like, is it good for media? Is it good for the trendy lifestyle that you're trying to match or mirror, I guess? But yeah, that's really all I have to say. Like I said, I'm really good at yapping. And the reason why I'm so good at yapping is because most of the time I jump from point A to Y to Z to B. But that's what I like to do, and that's what I'll be posting. And if you like that, then great. But yeah, if you like this video, please like it, please subscribe, please leave a comment if you want to, reflecting on anything that I was talking about. And I don't know when I'm posting again, but I will post again. I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but I'll talk about something, or I'll be doing something. But yeah, I hope everybody has a great day. If you're my friend and you're watching this, I love you. And yeah, subscribe if you want to support. Peace and love. Oh my god, now that I can see myself, I see that this curl looks crazy. Why didn't you guys tell me? That was rude. I sure look good though. Okay, now for real, bye.